course we helped you. I, at least, Raylan said, hugging me. No, you don't help me. You are following your organization's orders, I complained. He moved me away to make me see his face. Do you really think so? He asked, offended. What am I going to think? I'm beginning to think that you even belong to the yellow government and your only goal is pestering me so I cannot do anything. I answered, not realizing he actually was getting angry. Really? He asked again, more offended. I feel you are pushing me to wherever I don't get in the way of your plans of cornering the power, and if I happen to do your job, well, go ahead then. I kept on ranting. Look, I had a peaceful life, straightforward, and I can assure that the begging for food experience wasn't the most gratifying ever, you know. I have never been that ravenous before. He was barking, as if that cozy moment at Caesar's place was 100 times worse than a precision rifle aiming at his nape or being held into a jail without any prospect of surviving. Take it easy, you have energy enough, I said, tapping the pouch he didn't have. He looked at me badly. He tried to keep the anger, but he half smiled. You are the one that sets the destination. How am I going to control you? He said with a weird voice. With a weird voice that implied he actually could control me and that, in fact, he did it. If I was serving my organization, I'll encourage you to do that kill the leaders thing. It would be the fastest way, wouldn't it? He still talked with that weird voice. My look was wrinkling more and more. So, where do we go now? He asked, confident, laying his hand on my shoulder. I liked him, maybe more, but he didn't do more than confirm my suspicions. Suspicions that came and went depending on my need of him. I don't know, I said, making myself seem interesting. Making myself seem interesting and not having a clue where to go. It's not that Cesar doesn't want to help you, he's afraid. He went back to the reliable tone. Do you think I didn't realize? You could see it from miles away, but it's normal he is afraid, I said. So it's normal he is afraid, and it's not normal for whom? His eyebrow asked. I didn't answer. He plenty knew I was talking about him. He neither insisted. Vigo said that at the change of supply meetings there were people from the government, the council, and so. If the government didn't get involved, the thing must be between the company and the council, I thought aloud. Do you believe the Cesar we met can change so far to have anything to do with this mess? I saw a well of men, not ambitious in the bad way, I mean. Raylan had fell in love with the men that fed him when he was starving. In Cesar's orbit there are his partners. These, he says, they control him with the liquidity. Maybe they are ambitious in the bad way, I deduced. Maybe it's better you talk about this in a safer place. We had a fit. We were so busy talking about our thoughts that we didn't think the silence of the night could bring more surprises than the dawn. Shit, what a fright! Raylan got his breath back. You can understand that it's hard for me to believe you travel in time and that I'm going to ruin the city and so, with these kind of reactions. Cesar laughed at us with a goblin face. If you're talking about this here, it's not that dangerous. I looked down on his sudden appearance. Let's suppose I can do something. If we cocked it up, how are you going to solve the situation? He talked to me. In the way she solves every situation, finding someone to piss off. Freeland dropped. Cesar was a serious man who liked thorough and especially more effective solutions. He made a gesture trying to rub out the nonsense Fräulein had just said. He looked behind him, working out if he still could run away, and then he stuck his look on Wichu. He could do it for sure. No, that's not the solution, he clarified, just in case Fräulein was serious. I want to see it. You said you control it enough. Then take me there. Fine, I accepted the challenge. Raylan looked at me thinking I was joking, thinking I wasn't capable of doing it. Are you leaving him here? You can go to my place if you want. Cesar invited Fräulein. Of course we are going to your place. I'm not lying on the ground if I can do it on a bed. I began to mutter heading Cesar's home. I thought you could do it without sleeping already, Fräulein said, upset. Yes, it's true. I only have to close my eyes, think about the yellow government, and there we go, I said with sarcasm, doing what I was relating. And when I opened my eyes, they were lying around as if someone had run over them.